What's going on, guys? Brother Russia here, back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And today's video, we're going to be taking on the new Super Strike stages for the EZA that just came out for the TEQ Super Strike Piccolo. So we're going to kind of hop in here. The missions and everything are kind of the same as like all the other ones that we've had previously for the other Super Strikes. We'll just kind of go through them all, kind of talk about the unit and everything like that. Kind of like the teams that I'm running and what the fastest way on getting these medals and everything completed. So let's kind of hop in here first. Let's see what the missions are. So of course, a lot of these missions you are going to have completed if you had previously already like rainbow the unit, awakened or opened all the paths and everything like that. So there are a few of these missions that we're already done with. So I already have one that is already rainbow, SA 15, you know, it was already done from before. But you know, you get some of these missions done. So super attack to level 5 to level 10. When you Dokkan awaken them, get them to SA 15. When you TUR the unit, unlock a hidden potential, unlock all 4. So you get all of these. So we'll accept these ones that we've already got. So there's kind of like the rewards you get if you already had the unit previously rainbowed, which unfortunately, like, they don't give you the same amount of like orbs back that you used to rainbow the unit. Sadly, you only get like a fourth of what you used, but it's still better than nothing. So again, these are pretty simple. So we got to go back and clear stage 1, clear stage 2 again. We have to actually awaken the Piccolo to like, we got to Dokkan awaken him. Clear stage 3 one time. Clear phase 1 of stage 4. Phase 2, clear stage 4. Beat it 4 times, or beat it 3 times. Beat it within 10 turns. Within 5 turns. We have to have a specific character on the team, so we need to have at least first form Cell on the team. And then we got to beat it with at least 6 androids on the team. So that should be relatively easy to do. And then obviously you just EZA him and then get him to SA 20. So we'll hop on in here. So of course we got to go back. We got to do it all again from the very beginning. So the effective team here is the Android category. So we'll just go here, we'll go to androids and we'll type it, or we'll do it by LRs. So if you have all the androids in the game, like LR wise, you can just run a full LR team like we're going to do here. We'll run these androids as the leader just because they're a 170 lead. Well, actually, you're a 180 lead. I think everybody's, well, no, because the Super 17 is not on the lead, unfortunately. Yeah, Super 17 is not on the lead, so we'll just run the androids since they got an EZA recently. We'll just run them as the actual leader and kind of hop in here. Automatically, we do have that first form Cell already on the team, so we don't have to worry about, you know, getting that completed once we actually do get to the point where we get to the end of it. But yeah, like a lot of these Super Strike characters, they're, you know, pretty decent units for what they are. Unfortunately, they are, I feel like the time is coming by a little bit to where a lot of these units just aren't really too usable in the meta anymore. And that, like, I hate to say that because obviously a lot of these units are just now getting their EZAs, getting their awakenings, but I feel like they should have just came out maybe a little bit before, to where maybe they had some kind of use. But unfortunately, it kind of is what it is, and we are where we are right now. So we just have to kind of awaken them. You know, at this point, for me, like me personally, the way I see it is, it's just free. Oh, we gotta keep changing the team here. Like, to me at this point, it's just free stones, free orbs and whatnot that you get. So it's essentially just like free rewards to me, because to be like 100% honest, I probably won't use this Piccolo a lot, if ever at all. I might get him to like link level 10 and then he'll probably just sit in my box unless we have like maybe like the support memories or something where you have to like kind of like EZA them, and like when you awaken them, if we have to use like a, you know, Namekian team or something of that sort, that Piccolo will probably come out being useful. But just as of right now, I mean, he's kind of whatever. So let's see, like after he gets his EZA on his super, he raises attack for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to enemy, and lowers defense. So the lowering defense part is just kind of no real point anymore. And he only raises attack, so he doesn't even get defense on his super, sadly. And then what he does is attack and defense 100% just right off the get-go. An additional attack and defense 100% when key is 9 or more. All allies attack and defense 20%, so he is, you know, a support unit, which a lot of these Super Strike characters, in my opinion, should just be support units. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type, which isn't TEQ, to TEQ. And then let's go ahead and hop into this next one here. Of course, we gotta just run a full androids team. You know what? That's fine. Oh, we gotta actually run this one. I always forget that you have to run these on like your first attempt through, and then afterwards you can kind of, you know, just auto it the rest of the way. When I get to stage 3s, like on all these super strikes, I always go back and do them until I get 20 medals, and that's just so I can get the free SA5 essentially. Just makes it a lot easier that way. So because you need 10 medals to awaken the unit into like his TUR form. So we'll run it until we get, you know, 20 medals essentially. But yeah, so the other thing that he does is other than the support there, he gets an additional attack and a chance of performing a crit plus 20% up to 60%. You know what, we'll just boost these because why not. So he gets a 20% chance up to 60%, and all allies key +1 up to 3, and attack and defense plus 10% up to 30% per key sphere obtained, starting from the 4th key sphere with 4 or more key spheres obtained. So essentially you need to get 7 key spheres with him in order to get his full like support passive. So you need to get 7, or if he gets 7 orbs, then he gets the full 60% additional attack and a chance of performing a crit. All allies get an extra 3 key, and then attack and defense 30%. That's if you can get the full 7. Obviously, if you get 6, you just take 1 or 10% or 1 key off of each one. And then, you know, if you only get 5, then obviously you just come down even lower. And if you get 4, then 4 you just get the basic, you know, 20% key +1, and then attack and defense 10%. So he's another one of these like key hungry units, like as sad as it is to say, but it's just a lot of these units need a lot of key nowadays. And if you don't get that key for them, then a lot of them are almost like you lose out on so much of their passive because of it. You know, like with physical Godku, you know, you need to get at least 6 orbs in order to get his like dodge, or you need this many orbs to do this with this unit. And it's like a lot of these units are just so key hungry nowadays that I think it actually is, in my opinion, I feel like they need to kind of shift away from that meta a little bit, because they've released way too many units that need key like within the last year, I think. But that's just me personally. I mean, some people may like that mechanic, some people may not. Like I said, me personally, I'm not a huge fan of it. But you know, I feel like ever since they kind of started it back with like, I think it was almost like STR Kefla. It may have been another unit from like way back in the day, but I vividly remember STR Kefla needing like 6 orbs or 7 orbs in order to get a lot of her like passive activated. And if you didn't get those, then you just weren't getting that part of the passive, and it really hurts a lot of those units. So again, he's just a support unit, which I'm glad that they did. Like I said, I've said it before in like previous videos, and I'm really glad that they made him a support unit, because I feel like these Super Strike characters should just be that, because they're just free to play units. A lot of free to play units, in my opinion, should just be support units for like the Dokkan Fest and everything. So we're at 20 medals, so we'll be able to go here and do the actual stage here. I believe it is, we got to clear it 3 times. Yeah, so we got to clear it 3 times and we'll get all the medals that we need. But yeah, like, you know, this Piccolo being the support unit, perfect. You know, he'll probably help out with whatever teams that he's actually on, which with him, he's on Namekians, which actually does still need help. Namekian still isn't like, I mean, they've gotten a lot of buffs, you know, within the last like year. So I'm not knocking them and saying that they're a terrible team, but they can get better. Worthy rivals, I mean, they definitely need as much help as they can get. The Android / Cell Saga, they're like hit or miss. They drop like 1 unit, and then you don't see anything from this saga for a while. And then we got, who else we have on here? Bond of Master and Disciple. I mean, they're just flooded with Piccolo units, so there's probably a lot of them that you'll use over this one. Battle of Wits, same thing. Like, you'll probably end up running a lot of other Piccolos over this one. Gifted Warrior, same thing. Heavenly Events, maybe has a spot for him. Entrusted Will, same thing, maybe. Fuse Fighter, like, I almost doubt that you'll ever run this Piccolo on Fuse Fighter. It's like, as sad as it is to say, but you'll almost never run him on there. Let's be 100% honest here. If you're going to be running Fuse Fighter, you're using your Gogetas, your Vegetos, your, you know, other Fuse Fighter units of that caliber. You're not going to be running this Super Strike Piccolo on there. And then Earthbred Fighters is just a massive category of, you know, Gokus, Gohans, Trunkses, you know, of that caliber units. So you're not going to run him on there either. So again, it's just another one of these units where you're just not going to really use him outside of any kind of like free to play events. Prime battles, probably. Like the support memory event, you'll probably use him there. So it's just like, again, just one of those where they're just going to be limited to where they're going to be able to be ran. So I don't know. I guess we'll see in the future what else we have, because I think there's what, 3 or 4. I think there's like maybe 3 Super Strike characters left, if I recall. I mean, let me see here, because we have the Super Strike link here. So let's see. Tien, PICCOLO, they already got theirs. The TEQ Xeno Trunks, he got his. Piccolo got his. Jackie Chun, Gotenks, the Mighty Mass, they already got theirs. The Vegetas and I think, did the Kid Vegeta already get his on Global? He did get his on Global already. Yeah, King Vegeta, Android 17, Cyborg Tao, Trunks, Grandpa Gohan. It's like a lot of these already got theirs. The only ones I can really think of that haven't got theirs would be like TEQ Chilled. TEQ Chilled technically still needs an awakening because he can only be an SSR, so he still needs like a UR awakening. Then he needs TUR on top of that and an EZA. So we'll see if he ends up getting one. I assume he will at some point. Maybe like whenever, maybe if we get like a new Super Saiyan Bardock or something, or like whenever they go back and do like a Bardock celebration, they might do something with Chilled. Maybe like when they EZA the AGL Bardock Dokkan Fest, like maybe around that time they'll do something with the TEQ Chilled. But I don't know. We'll see. They haven't done anything with any kind of Chilled units in this game. So Who else do we have? The int. What is it? Yeah, the int. Let me go back and just double check, but I'm pretty sure the int Mecha Frieza. I don't think he's got an awakening, does he? Let me get him pulled up. Oh, okay. So the int Mecha Frieza, he awakens into the stupid like golden Friezas that they had like a million of. So he's pretty much just like I don't think they're ever going to do anything with those EZAs, like unless they go back and redo all of the Resurrection F like golden Friezas, which I highly doubt that at this point that they're even going to touch that event again. So that Frieza's probably not going to get anything. And then other than that, I think the only other one that we have, maybe like if they come back, there's the STR Kibito, which he has never, like, they took the event away and he's never came back. And then the same thing with the physical Piccolo Jr., like the Mod Jr. His event was here and then it disappeared and then never came back. So like, are they ever going to bring those back and give them awakenings or anything of that sort? I guess we'll kind of wait and see. So, but yeah, like these, I'm looking at these golden Friezas and I mean, there's like a million of these golden Friezas if I can remember. Like, I'm pretty sure that they just had like an abundance of them. Yeah, because they had 2 AGL ones, they had 2 tech ones, they had 1 int one, they had 3 STR ones and no physical ones. And like, for whatever reason, I don't understand why, but they gave like almost every single like SR Frieza, like summonable Frieza, like every single one of them got an awakening. And they all go to this golden form for some stupid reason. And on top of that, the drop rate for these medals is atrocious, that it's like impossible to like get, and the event just never returns. So the event never returns, so you have to use your keys on it. And I mean, you're going to use probably a good like 200-300 keys if you actually wanted to grind those events and try to get those medals. Like, it's that bad. And one of these golden Friezas, like as sad as it is to say, he awakens from a AGL final form Frieza that is like, he's gone. He's never coming back. He's like a discontinued unit. I actually have him in my box, but he came out back in 2015 and then they took him away out of the banners and he's never been back. So like at this point, if you had one of these golden Friezas and you awakened them and you had this final form Frieza beforehand, it's like a good way of like having like a collection completed essentially. But even like myself, I think I just have this final form Frieza in my box, but I don't think I have like the golden Frieza, like the AGL golden Frieza one. So I don't know, maybe Dokkan will revisit these units at some point, or you know, maybe they won't. I guess we'll see. But now that we've got like the 3 stages completed, we can go ahead and accept all these missions that we've got. So we've got the medals here. We should have 30 medals if I recall. Yep, so we have enough to awaken the Piccolo. Plus we got enough of those medals beforehand in order to make sure that we can get the free SA and everything. So we'll go to Namekian, we'll go to Android/Cell Saga, and we'll go to TEQ. So here's the Piccolo that we're going to be using. We're going to go ahead and awaken him. And boom, so he's awakened now. So we'll go ahead and train him. We'll go ahead and just do this, get him to level 120. Now we're going to EZA him. So when we do this, boom. So he is awakened, SA 15 out of 20. So now at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to take 5 of these Piccolos that they've generously gave us. So we're going to do this, Gonna get him to SA5. We'll go ahead and awaken this guy. Go ahead through all these millions of menus for awakening. And then we're gonna awaken the second copy right here. Boom, so we got a second copy. He's SA15 or SA5. So we're gonna go to this one. This one's 15. We're gonna take the one that we just got. He's SA20. We're gonna feed him right in, and boom. There is our Dokkan Awakened EZA level 140 with SA20 Super Strike Piccolo. And of course, we're gonna go back over here. We're just gonna go to the events tab. We're gonna pick up the rest of our missions. Get those extra stones if the game will load. All right, and then we'll go over here, right here. There's the rest of them. Get the rest of these stones, and boom. So there you guys go. I mean, you can just run a full Androids team. You can kind of blitz through it real quick. You can get all these awakenings and everything done. I mean, it took, you know, it was a 20-minute video to record all this. Plus, I kind of talked a little bit here and there at the beginning. So realistically, if you actually just paid attention and did it, it's going to take you less than 20 minutes to do. So hopefully that kind of helped you guys out. And if you guys enjoyed the video, consider hitting that like button. We are trying to get to 20,000 subscribers by the end of February. So definitely make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button. I know a lot of you guys are watching, but you guys have not subbed yet. So I would greatly appreciate all the subs that I can get. So thank you guys again. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.